Alright, well, we're out here tonight in the Shelby garage looking at this glorious beast. I know what a lot of you are saying right now. What is that giant pile of crap that huge man's standing next to? But fear not. I know exactly what this is, and unless you're a collector of nostalgia or vintage front-wheel drive performance vehicles, you might not know what this is. This is actually a 1986 Dodge Omni GLH, which stands for Goes Like Hell. Carroll Shelby had a hand in the design of these particular beasts. By the cool vent hood on this, it would generally indicate this is the turbo model. This was actually the naturally aspirated version of the car. 4 cylinders of fury putting out a whopping 110 horsepower from the high compression, high output version of Chrysler's 2.2 liter motor. Currently we're in the midst of many projects on this one. Tonight I just created an injector harness because we're going from the standard Holley carb, which hardly ran well when they were new, to good old-fashioned fuel injection. Aftermarket, you say? No, I think not. Look at this thing. Seriously. We're going to some 1990 Chrysler factory fuel injection. Single board engine controller. Multi-point fuel injection. None of that batch fire stuff either. This is going to be some sequential fury and firepower under the hood. I'll try and get some video of this actually in a moment, but in all seriousness, we got a lot going on here. These days guys are easily getting 300 horsepower out of these, all the way up to about 600 horsepower. The wheels are darn near it. And you know, still out of the 8-valve motors, mind you. And you know, I'm here to personally attest about 250 to 300 horsepower on one of these will make first, second, and the vast majority of third gear completely useless. Absolute little torque monsters that are a fun car on the street. I mean, you got to remember, when these things were new, you could buy a Z28, a Corvette, Mustang 5.0, and also a Dodge Omni? Are you serious? Yes, we're serious. As a matter of fact, these things, talk to anybody that knew someone in high school that had one. You know, tons of guys, these were cheap enough to where you could have them in high school. Or perhaps you were in a situation where you own one, you bought one new. Anybody that was around these things knows that they absolutely ate all the V8s alive back in the 80s and really through the 90s and even to an extent today, depending on what you do to them. This thing's a low budget build, got a lot of stuff going on, but mainly it's parts from lying around the house. I've already got a fuel injection wiring harness all set to go here. It's ready to have that video put up, so we'll go ahead and start that. Mainly just starting this whole video to showcase this automobile a little bit, and then furthermore to give me the inspiration to get this thing out of my garage. My ultimate goal is that, you know, somebody else will take this thing over and love it like a lot of people have. I shouldn't say a lot, but 3 or 4 guys have really cared for this car. It's too fast for paint, there's no doubt about it, but at the same time, it's very clean underneath. Very rare to find an Omni with this little rust on it, especially in the Midwest. This thing was autocrossed extensively and very successfully in its heyday. So we're going to try and get some of that competition back going with it. I know, you know, just lots of Corvettes and other vehicles out there that need a little humbling. Remember guys, when you pull up next to a light and there's a Dodge Omni, even if you win, you've still lost because you beat a Dodge Omni. And that's the best part about these cars, is even when you lose, you still win. So we'll go ahead and try and show you under the hood a little bit and get onto some projects here. This thing needs to leave my driveway. Could it look any meaner? I think not. The I don't care patina, the hood vent saying, it's hot in here. The fact that when we tilt down, there's one lonely, sad headlight. Still got the original decal on that passenger side, driver's side there, pretty killer. Go ahead and open the hood on this glorious, glorious beast. Oh yeah, there she blows. Rags, other accoutrements. Head uncovered, because it probably needs cleaned. Actually, I just dropped this motor in there yesterday. 2-piece tuned intake manifold, high performance, Mopar performance catalog, worthy in the day. Balls of wires everywhere from the electronics conversion. One thing that's taped off, and it's the outlet from the water. Yes, that's right, gentlemen. Fear the fury that is the Dodge Omni. The cylinder head actually comes off of the Shelby Dodge Automobile Club Great Lakes chapter club car. Said that car in its day ran well into the 12s in a Shelby Charger. So we'll be looking to duplicate that. We do have the high output in conjunction with the turbo. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be high octane only. It's going to be no tuning mistakes, fueling dead on or else. But nonetheless, 4 cylinders of fury, ready to spring back into action. Good times. Good times. Look at this. Yeah, that's right. Prop rod, one side. None of that two-sided business here. We can't afford that. We're Chrysler. Look at the sag. Look at the sag there. Yeah. That's right. We're not sagging our pants, folks. We're sagging our hoods. That's how bad we are. We're street. We are street.